talk a little bit about, if you would, the heart of your kids that were out there, and the the no quit attitude in them. You only were able to suit up 7 guys for this game, and they definitely didn't go out there and hang their head and play as though they had no chance.
I think we have what we have, and we have some kids that I think they play hard. Sometimes we always don't make good decisions, but we play hard. We're just going to have to stay the course. We just got to keep working. We were good in spurts in that game, and we had maybe an 8 and a 10-point lead. And then when we do those things, one of our Achilles heel this year is we make some poor decisions. We turn the ball over. We don't get shots. We were 27 for 29 on the free throw line today. Now a good team will just keep pounding it in there, and they'll be 38 for 40. And sometimes we go away from stuff. We end up settling from jump shots sometimes when we should be pounding it inside. We out-rebounded them. We still turned the ball over too much, but it got a little bit better today than it has been. We just have to stay the course. And like we told them, we start conference play on Wednesday, and we're 0-0. So come Monday, we got to be ready to go. We got to be ready to get better at some things. Hopefully we'll get a guy or 2 back with some issues. And then, when you go into a game with 7, you have to be very smart with how you play defensively. And when you foul 2 guys out and you have another guy with 4 and on the verge of fouling out, we just have to be smarter than that. We have to be better than that.
Have you ever been stretched that thin? I don't think a lot of coaches probably have. So, how much more difficult does that make things, especially coming down the stretch?
Well, it's certainly, when you have only 5 guys left to play at the end, sometimes you have some guys on the floor who are in positions that you normally wouldn't have them in. And so you're asking them to do some things that they may or may not be able to do. So it kind of goes along with our year. With the injuries we've had and the things that have gone on, it just kind of naturally flows with everything else that's going on. But the bottom line is, as long as we have 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 guys, we got to suit up and we got to go. It kind of limits substitutions sometimes, because sometimes I'll take guys out for turnovers and talk about it and teach and then put them back in. In those kinds of situations, I don't have anywhere to go. They have to learn on the fly with me talking at them from the sideline, and that's a really tough position to put young players in. And you know what? We're not very good at it right now. But there's no quit in those guys. There's no quit in our staff. We are going to get better. And then we'll see, we'll let the chips fall where they may at the end of the season, because we will be better.
Finally, Coach, obviously the end result wasn't what you wanted, but you did have some positives. You went into the halftime break with an 8 or 9 point lead, I think it was. You shot 27 of 29 free throw wise. You did some good things. Talk about the good things that this team was able to accomplish in this game despite the loss.
Well, I think obviously when you shoot free throws, and our practices are designed to put them in free throw situations, 93% on the foul line, every coach in the country would like that. We out-rebounded them. That's one of the things we talk about. Let's get more possessions and more shots. Our turnover situation still has to get better. I thought we had some good inside touches at times. We had some good high-low stuff at times. So there's stuff to build off of. There really is. There's no one in our program that's going to stop working. We're going to get better, and we're going to go into our conference season as confident as we can be at 0-0. And we'll start on Monday, and we'll try to get better at some stuff.